Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to spring. Isn't it wonderful? Anyway, I'm enjoying this wonderful spring weather. It's so beautiful here in my beautiful Detroit and Metro Detroit area. Sunny and in the 70s. Loving this. Anyway, I want to. Okay, where's my camera? I do this every time. Where is it? There it is. Okay. All right. I want to give you a quick tip. And this tip grew out of my voice lessons that I've given down through the years and decades. But anyway, I thought I'd make this vocal quick tip. What made me think of it was a recent voice lesson that I was giving, in which, once again, I was giving the same advice that I've given over the years to students. When they're having, I'm shaking my camera, to vocal students, when they're having trouble finding their note. So, if we're working on a song and I play a note for them on the piano, or they hear a note and they're out of tune, or they can't quite, they're not hearing it, or they're not producing it correctly, or they're trying to sing it but they're out of tune, whatever the case. A lot of times, students and vocalists make the mistake of trying to find the note with their voice. And by that, what I mean is, let's say I don't have another instrument in here, but that's okay, because remember, the voice is an instrument. That's right. Remember that. Anyway, a lot of times people don't think of the voice as an instrument, but it's the original instrument, the one upon which all other instruments are based. So we're going to use the voice, my voice, as an example. I'm going to give you a note that I'm going to pull out of the sky right now. Just pull out of nowhere. Ooh. Let's just say that's the note, okay? Ooh. Now, if I give a person that note, whether I sing it, whether I'm playing it on another instrument or whatever, sometimes students will do one of these numbers. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, wait a minute. I've almost got it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so they're using their voice, going all over the place with their voice. Ooh, 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 ooh. Trying to use the voice to find the note. And what I always tell them is, stop. Stop it. I tell them to stop. Don't sing. I tell my students, do not try to find the note with your voice, but instead, pause, use your ears first. So when you hear the note, do not sing. Listen. Listen to the note. Make sure you're really hearing it. Concentrate, listen to the note. Ooh. And just listen. I'm assuming that's the same note I just did. But anyway, we'll pretend it is, in case it's not. But I think it is. Anyway, okay, so listen. Just listen to the note. I could play it up, they could play it a few times, or I could play it up, a few different times, or sing it or whatever, so they can really hear it. That's number one. Listen. Second thing that you want to do before you sing is take a nice, good, deep diaphragmatic breath. Where's the diaphragm? In the tummy area, the gut area. When we say a diaphragmatic breath, or breathe from the diaphragm, many of you have heard that before. It means take a deep breath down into the belly region there. So listen first. And then number two, take a nice deep breath. Why is a deep breath so important? Well, it's important for lots of reasons. It's important in terms of protecting your vocal cords. If your breathing is shallow and maybe just from the neck up, barely using your lungs and certainly not breathing deep into the diaphragm, you can overly stress your vocal cords, number one. Another reason that a deep breath is important is so that you will have the support. The breath support to both produce and sustain and control, actually, also, your note as it comes out of your mouth. The third important, or a third important reason, not that this is in any particular order, but another important reason that you should take a nice deep breath is because sometimes we are out of tune vocally. Not because we're not necessarily hearing the note, although that's half the reason, half the time, I should say. Sometimes you don't hear it, but other times you may actually be hearing the right note, but you're not producing enough, you're not giving your voice, I should say, enough air support and breath support to really be able to produce that note on tune, in tune. So if your breathing is too shallow, once again, you might be sharp on the note or flat on the note. You've got to really give your breath support to be able to produce it, sustain it, and control it. And part of controlling it has to do with making sure that you have the ability to sing the note on tune and in tune, and to maintain and sustain it in tune. So, what do we do? If you're trying to find your note, if you're having difficulty finding the note, or if you're out of tune with the note, stop singing. Number one, listen. Use your ears. Really listen to the note. As long as it takes. Listen for, don't just listen. Okay, sometimes people will do this. They're anxious to just get to it. So sometimes students will say, okay, would you play that note for me again? And I'll play it, and they'll say, okay, I've got it. I listened. Okay. It's like, no. Really take time to listen. Give it a good 10 seconds. Ooh. I don't know if that's the same note as before, but we'll pretend. Ooh. Is that what I did? I don't remember, but let's pretend. Okay, let's pretend this is the note. Ooh. Okay, and then you want to listen for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3. You don't have to count, of course, but really just give it time. Listen for several seconds. Give it 10 seconds. Give it 15 seconds. Listen. Don't just take 2 seconds and say, okay, I heard it. I'll say, okay, good enough, I heard it. Let's go. No. That's part of why you're out of tune. That's part of why you can't find the note, let alone sustain it. You're being impatient. Take time. Listen to the note with your ears. What else? Of course, with your ears. Listen to the note. Take a deep breath. Then you sing the note. And I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, when I have my students do that and I insist that they take that time, by the time it comes out of their mouth, you should see how surprised they are. They're like shocked, like, that was right on tune, right in tune. It really does work. So keep that in mind, and remember, as vocalists, as singers, as musicians, it's not just about what's coming out of the instrument. It's the whole mechanism, and your ears are a key part of the work. And that's for all instrumentalists, all musicians. Your ears are a key part. Sometimes we forget that. I mean, it's obvious, but we have to remember that when we're in the process of actually doing the work. Anyway, so thank you for joining me today for today's vocal quick tip. God bless to you all. And subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this and you found it helpful. I look forward to posting some more good stuff for you. And, by the way, thank you to my subscribers who have stuck with me. And welcome to my new subscribers. I've got quite a few new ones, and I say welcome. And God bless you all. And I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.